Yeah. Yeah. It's a wave.
Hello everyone, good evening, konbanwa. Sorry it's so dark out, but camera quality is so bad that you probably can't see anything anyway. So listen to how dumb I am. I left the house this morning and I looked at my GoPro. It was sitting right next to my bag. It was all ready to go. It's very light. It doesn't matter if I put it in my bag or not. I won't notice it. And I decided to leave it at home because I figured I'm not gonna want to vlog today. The day ends and lo and behold, of course, I feel like vlogging today. I actually started this vlog on a real camera actually over the weekend where I was doing some more luxurious things. So I'll go ahead and insert that footage right now. No, I just wanted to capture it. Yeah, I'll just whip it out. And if there was ever a place But the luxury of the weekend is over and we are now launching into the mundane. Figured I wanted to show you kind of more of what I do every day because my videos tend to bias towards the highlight reel of my life. As you can probably see, a lot of my day-to-day involves a ton of walking under aggressive helicopter noises. I'm just leaving base after work right now, which is why there's all these helicopters flying overhead. Anyway, I'm on my way right now to hamazushi, which is sushi go-round that I often eat at when I work late on days like today. Typically just sit there, watch a YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly, and order my favorite pieces of fish. It's pretty delightful. This is the reality of how I spend a lot of my days. Always somewhere I need to be walking to. I just mixed way too much paint for what I was trying to do. So it's Sunday now. My moods for vlogging are just so inconsistent. It's so annoying because I feel like I did a lot of fun stuff and just recorded none of it for you. The highlight reel of things I've discovered that you should definitely check out is, first of all, this maid cafe. I discovered it when I was in Akihabara with my girlfriends, and we just kind of wandered in because my friend Sophia had never heard of a maid cafe before. And though it's not normally my thing, it is like a key Japanese experience, I think. Anyway, so we found this Witch's Garden cafe. It was like really cheap to sit down, really cheap for nomi hodai. I really enjoyed the theme, like the whole little charade of the maids acting like witches. They'll do like magic for you, have you draw out this whole like rune thing, and like once you get done, poof, magically a drink appears. It's really dumb and it's really entertaining. And the best part of this cafe is that I don't even think you have to pay for this. You can play, all three of you race against each other on Mario Kart for the whole bar to see, and so everyone gets involved and everyone's like commentating on your driving. I would super recommend it. I had an absolute blast, and of course I didn't record like any of it at all. I would super recommend it, and I wish I'd recorded more of it, but it's just one of those things where it's in the moment, you know? The other fun thing that I did was go out to dinner with my coworker and his wife for the first time. I had a blast. We found this really fun little like Italian restaurant in Yokohama. Again, my friend Sophia found it, bless her. She always comes through with the restaurant recommendations. Fast forward to present day. I do have work tomorrow, but that's okay because after work I get to take my friend Rufina out for her birthday. Doing some last minute preparations for that right now. I'm gonna paint her a card really quick. I got her some flowers, and we're gonna do our quarterly meetup where we talk about work and life and everything, and I'm looking forward to it. I sat down to paint this. I realized, first of all, I haven't painted anything in forever, so just the simple act of putting a brush to paper and mixing colors together is really soothing, and especially because I'm not even doing it for money, just doing it to be creative and to be a better friend. Yeah, I just haven't sat in a table and painted in forever, and it's such a thing that I used to do all the time on this vlog, so I felt like capturing it. Right now I have a difficult decision. I have to decide what kind of dots I'm gonna put on the front of this. My vision is to kind of emulate this Japanese artist style because I'm just obsessed with her and the patterns, and I would personally be very happy to receive a card with that type of art on it. Plus, it looks really awesome, in my opinion, but it's actually really easy. So I'm feeling like doing orange, but also that could be either sunset like or clown like. Light blue is probably the way. School has started again. I might have mentioned that already. One of my classes has these case studies as homework, and the instructions were like, oh, it's okay to use ChatGPT to answer these questions if you want to. And I'd heard of ChatGPT because my friend Ben was raving about it the last time I saw him. If you haven't heard, which you probably have because I'm always the last on these bandwagons, but it's this AI software that you can basically ask any question or give it any instruction, it gives you an answer like right away. Like just to test it out, I told it, give me an itinerary for Taipei for a long weekend, foreshadowing, and it spit one out right away, no problem, in seconds. It was crazy. So I did my entire homework in like 2 seconds, and I really feel like I'm living in the future as a result. I should be more worried probably, like this is the future, but it's also the beginning of like the robot takeover. I'm like ready for the robot takeover. Like let the robots do all the mundane tasks in life so I can get back to painting. Well, I'm really happy about that, and that came out so well, and that was so enjoyable that I'm gonna make another one. You always need cards for people, you know? It's never a bad idea to give somebody a card. I think I'm gonna give this one to my grandpa for Valentine's Day. Not trying to prove to you that I'm like such a sweet granddaughter or anything. I've been thinking about him a lot lately. He sent me this jacket recently that is 50 years old. I saw him when I was back in Maryland over the holidays, and he saw my leather jacket that I was raving about the entire time, and he's like, would you like this brown leather jacket? And I was like, well, of course. So he sent it to me in the mail, and I got it the other day. It's this brown kind of aviator bomber jacket that just happens to be super in style right now. Plus I work with a ton of pilots, so it's like, I'm one of you. But not only is the jacket super awesome, it is 50 years old. It's an extremely important possession to me now. Like, that thing, I can only imagine what kind of situations that jacket has been in when it was with my grandpa, and I'm gonna give it the coolest second life over here in Asia that I possibly can. And the least I can do to say thank you is give my grandfather a Valentine. So that's what we're doing. And I want to do, should we do that? Or is that tacky? I'm gonna do this. Let's like have fun, you know? Anyway, ever since I learned about ChatGPT, and also ever since I've been prioritizing rest in my life, I have felt my creativity and my desire to learn new things to slowly return, which is probably why I'm motivated to paint again, motivated to kind of pick up with the cocktail making again as well. John was away in Hawaii for drill the past week, so I was the host and I was the one that was making the dinner and all the drinks for my lovely gaijin girls. And it really reawakened that desire to, I don't know, have the knowledge to be the best hostess I can possibly be. Having a husband is great, but if you have like such a great husband like I do, it can also make you really kind of complacent and lazy. Like, oh, I never need to learn how to do that because John will do it for me. It's not a good way to be. Okay, I got a little bit carried away. I made like, I think this is my 6th one of these. It's like once you start thinking about how many people in your life could use a card, I feel like you need to make a lot of cards, you know? Kind of waiting for the paint to dry. I think I'm gonna do my final card now, pink and orange. Kind of feeling a brighter orange this time. I truly cannot say the last time that I painted just kind of for the sake of painting. No objective in mind, not with anybody else's vision but my own. And I don't really even have a vision I'm following, to be honest with you. It's like whatever happens, happens. I will probably end the vlog after this just because I'm in such a creative mood, maybe because of the 2 coffees I had today, that I'm just super excited to edit this together and hopefully make another piece of art. I've been feeling lately like my YouTube videos were so pointless, I guess, because not a lot of people watch them, and considering the amount of time I put into it, it's like a tree falling in the forest and no one hearing it, you know? And the very day I was thinking that, a coworker of mine actually came up to me and was like, Taylor, like, she caught me on my walk to work and she's like, oh, you know, I want to thank you again for making that video about Atsugi. It was really helpful. And it's even just like little comments like that that make doing this worth it. But on that same note, I just had a conversation with my friend Parisa about how being too motivated by external validation is a bad thing. Like, I should really just be doing this if I think it's good. Even if it sucks in the end, if I enjoy making it and I'm not afraid to embarrass myself a little bit, then I think it's worth it. Even this tape is like, I don't know, it's kind of pretty, right? All right, well, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm super excited to edit and I have to actually write Rufina her card. But thank you for coming along. another few random days in the life. I have a really cool trip coming up soon, so I'm excited to share that with you. Fingers crossed. But until then, have a great rest of your week. See you next time.